Engage.
It says your stream was deleted on Facebook, bro.
What?
Yeah.
Add it back?
I'm working on it right now.
Make sure that the info's there. Oh, no. That's the old one. That's the old one. Wait.
What?
I don't know. Yeah, just add it. Add it. I don't care. Add it. Because I made two, but one stayed. I did one by accident, but who cares? Just add it. I'm sharing the YouTube one anyway, so let me now share the Facebook one. Want to stand by, Al? Want to stand by? Want to stand by? Oh, what's going on, everybody? Yeah, listen, I want to thank everybody for joining us for episode 3 of the Screening Room podcast. That's right. We're going to be going live in a little bit. Me, my man Al Mega, and the team. You guys know how we do. But listen, we're going to be talking about David Dastmalchian. That's right. He's joining Street Fighter along with 50 Cent, Roman Reigns. Remember, we talked about that last week. Also, Different Worlds getting a sequel series that a lot of us didn't even know about. So I'm excited about that. Movie reviews for She Rides Shotgun and Jimmy Stiggs. All that and more on the Screening Room podcast. It's time to talk about it. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome once again to another lovely episode of the Screening Room podcast, brought to you by WeAreCritics.com. I'm your host, of course, Clep Nape here. And of course, I could not do this without my esteemed colleagues. Miggy Miggs is in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on? How y'all doing today?
Listen, and of course, we got the lovely Jelly in the building as always.
Hello.
Looking motherly and beautiful.
Glowing.
How far along are you?
19 weeks. And what?
Can y'all
Listen,
just,
I don't even know.
can y'all
I'm
just
close
be like
to 5
months?
months.
19
I
weeks?
think like 4.5, 5 months, if I'm right.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're gonna have a big celebration here if this thing pops out live.
We might have to deliver this baby.
We may have to deliver this baby.
Move everything out the way.
And of course, in the background, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Wait by himself, Al Mega in the building, man.
Let's go. We may have somebody commenting, asking if you locked your car door.
You know what? We're not gonna get into that. Yo, Al, are you prepared to deliver this baby if we have to do that?
As long as we have hot water, and apparently we do, and a bucket and some towels, we good.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
If we do that, we get to name the baby.
Oh,
That's my only
she
deal.
already got a name.
No. We're going to call it
Huepalonga.
I'm going straight for like a movie name or like a character from a movie.
Oh, I was always stuck on the name Khaleesi.
Oh my!
From Game of Thrones.
You know when that
But
for
I
like
was always shut down every time.
So listen, so there's a thing about that. Like when that show was like in its final era, like people were naming their baby that, and then like the big surprise was that she was like, spoiler alert, she was like the big bad.
Yeah.
So at the end of it, everybody
I thought
was
about
like,
it after.
yeah.
I mean, I still love her, but I thought about it after, and I was like really disappointed. I was like, it was not supposed to end.
It made no sense.
It was not. No, that season 8 was not supposed to end like that. It was rushed. It was just too much going, like not enough going on. It was.
You know what? Since we're talking about this, George Martin, get to work, you fat bastard. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just upset.
Get that
I'm
book
just upset.
done, man.
I'm just upset.
Although I'm still waiting for House of the Dragon.
Oh man, listen, we'll get into that because I mean I don't want to cause issues because I've never been like a fan of the games.
Like medieval
the games. I've never been a fan. I mean that's what it is. I'm not afraid. I'm not ashamed. But yeah, let's get into this week's episode. We got a lot to talk about, but first we want to make sure that all you guys know what's going on and what we're up to. So make sure you're going to follow us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, go to the website, go to WeAreCritics.com. Click the tab Screening Room Podcast. You guys can follow us on iTunes. We're on Spotify as well now. We're everywhere. We're trying to be everywhere for you guys to talk movies, television, pop culture, all the good stuff, all the fun stuff. And let's get into it, guys. Let's talk about our week. What are you guys watching right now? What's out there right now that you guys are, give these people something to look forward to?
I'll set it off and I'll keep you guys at home.
What's up?
This week, I had the pleasure to watch the new Amazon straight to streaming feature with Idris Elba, John Cena, Heads of State. Fun little comedy duo, very old school like buddy cop movie type of thing. One plays the Prime Minister of England, the other one plays the President of the United States, and they get into some hijinks. It was great, man. It was dumb. It was fun.
Was Idris the serious character?
Yeah, of course.
I tried watching it, and I shut it off.
You didn't like it, bro? It's so dumb, right? Like it's so dumb, but like we want that sometimes, and I was in the right space for it. So yeah, it was very enjoyable.
Sometimes I can't get through things. Sometimes it's like, like I'll give it a go, and then I'm just like, nah, this ain't doing it for. This is not quenching the thirst.
Yeah.
So
I had a good time with it, and I'm sure a lot of people at home, right? Because like it's one of those movies like maybe in the theater it wouldn't have worked, but like my couch is perfect.
No.
Yeah. So
Jelly, what about you? What are you checking out?
So I had a busy week, but I did go back to a show because they have like a spin-off. So I went to like the last episode of the season, Castlevania.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's been a minute, and I just felt like I did not finish it. So I just wanted to see how it ended, which was good. So Castlevania is pretty much about like Trevor Belmont, who is a vampire hunter, and throughout the whole series, they're just murdering, smashing these vampires.
Based on a video game.
It's and that's what I learned too.
Yeah.
But it was really good storyline to it as well. So I enjoyed how it finished, and now I'm on to Castlevania Nocturne.
Ooh,
so that's like I think in the 18th century during the French Revolution and stuff.
Okay.
So I just got into like the first 2 episodes. So that one's good too, and it has to do with the descendant of Trevor Belmont. And what's her name? Sypha?
Sypha was like, and like on this one, I think it's like Maria and Richter.
Yes, Richter.
And
I thought they were
like,
saying Victor, and
no,
it's
Richter,
and
it's all
R.I.
the Belmont family line, bro. It's a vibe.
It's
bro.
really good.
I love that you two are vibing right now because I didn't watch the next one. Like I know about the Castlevania, but I didn't watch that.
Me neither.
Like, Me neither.
Yes.
Like
so now I got a recommendation for you.
Okay, good. What is that?
Okay. Oh damn, I'm blanking now, but I got you. Edge Runners, Cyberpunk Edge Runners. First season, classic.
Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix.
Okay.
And they just announced season 2 is in production.
Nice.
And this is highly, highly anticipated.
Okay.
Like you don't understand, bro. Like when I seen it, I was like, oh my God, like is it really happening?
Okay.
Because the first season is such a concise story.
Yeah.
Like from beginning to the end, like you just get like a whole story, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
no like this might come back type of vibe to it, It
was like full.
It just like it just wraps it up very nicely at the end.
Yeah.
So the fact that like this is coming back, like whoa, and like the quality of the show was so damn high. The music, the animation, the voice acting, right?
So what I found interesting with the end of I don't mean to cut you off either, but what I found interesting with Castlevania at the end was Dracula and his wife is still alive. Yes. So I wonder.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry, but it finished. Like,
yes. No, it's so,
and it's been out for a minute. Honestly, I told you I had to go back, but I just wonder now after Nocturne, the first or there's 2 seasons already, but if they're gonna go back to Castlevania.
No, so like okay, so the story of Castlevania, like Klep said, based on a book on a
video game, yeah,
and like it always takes place like at different times or like
but it's in that universe.
It's the same universe. It follows the same family, the Belmonts, and how they have to like go battle the forces of evil every like 20 35 years or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
So like you said, the first one takes place in like the 1400s.
Medieval
the next
times.
one takes place in like 1600s. So like quite some time, so much time that in fact they think like, oh wait, you're a real person. I thought you were a myth. And like he was just around with his grandfather's grandfather type of stuff. It's great. But
it was really good.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners should be on your top must watch.
Nice. Okay, that's gonna be on my list. And then I talked about Love Island, like what the first
yeah.
So I never got back to the show. However, my favorite season was season 6, and now they're doing Love Island Beyond the Villa. So when they're on the villa, I think they're there for like 3 months, and they're just like, building those relationships, and they're being tested and stuff. But season 6 was the only one I watched, and I really was connected to all of the cast. So there was a lot of drama that happened beyond the villa, and now they're all gonna be in LA, and we're gonna see how that goes. Friendships are tested, relationships are tested. There's a breakup. I don't know what's gonna happen if they're gonna get back together, but we're gonna find out.
This is like edge of your seats material right here. Beyond the Villa, Al.
It comes out July 13th, and it's every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh boy.
Peacock. Okay.
You checking this out?
Absolutely not. This is not for me.
It's so popular though. I see it so much on my feed. I'm like, damn, people really.
Oh, my coworkers have been talking about it. Like, it's a thing.
What? This is water cooler talk?
Yeah, I know. It's a thing. People watch this show. People love trash TV. I'll say it again. Even I am at fault for it. You know.
I mean, I've had my moments.
No, I feel like trash TV is baddies. Like that's just ratchetness.
Baddies, man.
Like I just when I want my downtime, just to pass time and just watch what the hell these girls are doing, which is nothing, just fighting. I'm just like, all right, what are they fighting about? That's trash. I feel like this is more
wrestling.
Yeah, it's my wrestling.
Just bad energy, like bad
right now
energy.
We're in Baddies Africa, and Tavi and Lexa.
You know, like some people don't like to watch like supernatural stuff because they're like, that's bad juju in the house. That's what trash TV is like. You're watching people just fight and argue. It's like the Ooze and Ghostbusters.
There's no dialogue. And when they try to bring that's my criticism. Like with the show is like, okay, we got the fighting because it's similar to Bad Girls Club.
Yeah.
But there's no dialogue. There's nothing. It's just you go straight into fighting, and then they try to go take them out like to nice places. There's fighting. I'm like, y'all ain't gonna be invited anywhere.
Yeah.
I need something more. Give me some more substance, some more context.
It's all pre-production.
Bad Girls Club did try to start out the right way about connecting these bad girls. You know, the first season wasn't raunchy.
Hold up, Al, you know about this too?
I'll
be watching too.
Natalie, that was in there. Natalie, that was in Bad Girls Club, is the one who's pretty much what CEO, as she claims to. For baddies.
Oh wow.
But and you know they do have a lot of shows, but it's the same thing. And that's cool, but you got to give me more, especially during auditions. If you asking the girls what else can you offer us, we need like sisterhood, all this. We don't get none of that when the show starts. Not even during the auditions. The auditions are crazy. I'm just like, this is a lot. I need to decompress.
Wow.
I'll be back later.
Yeah, man.
That's a whole side of the entertainment world.
So that's why I say Love Island is really not trash because it's more productive.
Yeah.
Like you get that dialogue, you get a good storylines out of it. With baddies, it's just I'm ready to you up, bitch.
Well, I had a more relaxed week. I checked out some things that not currently out yet. I got to see a Taron Egerton movie that we're going to talk about later on today. I also got to check out this new horror film that's indie. Eli Roth is involved with it. So we'll talk a little bit about that at the end of the show. And then I also I tried Heads of State. It just didn't work for me. But I'm more excited for what I'm about to see tomorrow.
What are you watching?
I will be seeing Superman, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
I will be seeing Superman tomorrow.
Very nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Are you wearing your tidy whities over your pants tomorrow?
Listen, I'm going ready. I'm going prepared and ready in my blue, red, and yellow. Watch. I'm gonna be prepared, fully prepared. Good. And I got a cool popcorn bucket that I'm gonna be showing y'all soon. But yeah, no, so yeah, we're gonna talk about a couple of the movies that I saw this week. And
Clep, I think we all wrapped up Ironheart as well, right?
Yeah,
this week?
Yeah, we wrapped that up.
That one was pretty interesting.
How did you like that finale? We'll get into that real quick. How did you guys like that?
Not my thing. It wasn't my thing. No, the show, bro, like when it was all said and done, I had to ask myself, like, who was this for? And who likes this character? Because Riri came across extremely unlikable.
Very unlikable.
Who are we rooting for?
It's true.
She's not a good person.
It's true.
And I don't know if that was by design, but that's what they deliver. So like,
I think that's what it was by design, which I don't really fault them for, because a lot of these characters in the MCU are they're all rough around the edges. I mean, look at Ant-Man. You know, he was a convict. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's up?
They represent Riri as such in the comic book.
Yeah, that's a question.
They did. I honestly think it was the casting. I don't, and not saying that Dominique is not great. She's great, But the way they casted her, the way that they spoke about casting her, didn't kind of seem fair to me because they're very careful about how they do their casting. But I don't know if you guys saw that behind the scenes that they put out.
I did not
No,
watch.
I
So there was like
didn't.
a behind the scenes clip that Disney themselves, Marvel, put out.
Not the 5-minute one, the special one.
I think it might have been. It was something that came out where they were talking about their casting for her as Riri, where Dominique originally auditioned for Shuri in Wakanda Forever.
Oh, okay,
and
yes.
because they gave it to her name escapes me. Who?
Letitia, right?
Look, no, that's Lupita. Who's the other one?
Lupita.
The plays Letitia Wright. Yeah, Letitia. Letitia Wright played Shuri. They said when it was time to cast Riri, they gave Dominique a call. So it was kind of like
she was just like on that list, like, okay,
like that's the vibe I got from that. Like, I get it. They probably thought this girl's got the chops. She could bring something to the character. Cool. But that kind of casting didn't feel like you crafted this character for her.
Yeah.
You was like, we got her in the Rolodex. She's this girl. Let's just give her that role since we couldn't give her that role. Like that's how that sounded to me. I could be wrong, but that's just the way it sounded. So do I think there was enough time to really grasp this character for screen? Probably not.
I have to disagree. They had like close to 6 hours.
No. But I'm talking about from Wakanda Forever going into, because this is all simultaneous.
Yeah.
We got to remember Ironheart.
Right
Ironheart was announced back when Wakanda Forever was already filmed.
Yeah.
So Wakanda Forever was already etched in stone. That means their Riri Williams was already etched in stone.
Yeah.
So, and this is an executive production from Ryan Coogler, which I don't know if they added that on just as, a cherry on top to push it, or if he was always in the mix of it during Wakanda Forever, which he probably could have been because he had already worked with her. But or they probably just giving him the credit because he was the one that casted her in Wakanda Forever. I don't feel like she probably could have been the fit. You said something that stood out to me last time where you said that the girl who played the AI,
she would have been a much better.
Would have been a better fit.
It's almost like you connected with her more than
big
Riri.
time.
It was interesting. I don't know.
I felt like the writing kind of failed.
It didn't.
Yeah.
Even like with the hood.
I don't mind the writing so much. I think it's more the characters.
I just felt like, bro, she did not come across likable at no point. Like, this is just a super flawed individual, and like is really not making any movements to become a better person. And I know she's young, and I know the way this ended, very much like, hey,
she made a deal with the devil.
Yeah, that's
she made a deal with the devil when she already knew the cost behind it. So now, okay, her friend's back. So what's gonna happen now? On top of that, with the hood, I was just like, so you did all this crap because your father threw you out? I was kind of upset with that because I was just like, I get it, they're criminals, but it was just like you lost your cousin who had your back through it all because you also made a selfish decision to go forward with a plan.
Oh, there's a lot of selfishness in this show, but what I think is that was probably the takeaway that we were supposed to take away
to it. Like I don't know. It was just like.
So basically, the overall message wasn't clear enough for a lot of people, including you guys.
You can say that,
which is understandable.
You know when they lost me when her mom was trying to reach to her and she was just like not there, bro. Like what? Like this is your time. This is your time to like open up, and it just didn't happen. And I was like, okay, well, this person is just not ready to hear it.
I really wish we could have felt a lot of what Riri was going through in this show in Wakanda Forever. I feel like she had it too all together in Wakanda Forever for someone that was being abducted and chased by super meta human people in the water.
Freaking out more.
yeah. Like that character had it all together more than what we're getting in the show. So there's a disconnect. Like she's going through loss and trauma from watching people she loved get murdered right in front of her.
Yes.
And we got none of that in Wakanda Forever. She built a suit in less than half of that movie and was ready for war and defend people she never met before. And then we go back to Chicago and we're supposed to feel empathy for her. It was just a big
her stepfather was already dead in Wakanda.
She was already going through it. But
there's a lot of emotional disconnect because the only time I felt connected was when cousin John.
I would have loved to see.
right?
And that's what she was just like the breed, like that's where I felt.
I would have loved to see that flawed character in Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
Then it probably would have connected more. Like I would have understood,
going
more,
in what she was dealing with.
But
Yeah.
coming from where she came from and what she did for the world or whatever, Wakanda, it just didn't match. It didn't match at all for me.
Yeah.
But I love the Mephisto stuff. I love the twist at the end. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, the twist.
Can you
was
break
good.
down Mephisto?
He's the devil. He's the devil of the Marvel
okay,
Universe.
okay.
The devil.
I hated where was the makeup budget in this thing? Because his beard looked so bad.
Oh, you
I
talking
didn't even
Mephisto?
notice
Yeah, yeah.
Did you catch
Sacha
the
Baron
glimpse in
Cohen.
the spoon?
Yeah, I
that was
saw
cool.
that.
That was
cool.
cool.
That was
Cool,
cool. But
So,
like,
she's making
where
a
was the
deal with
budget, bro?
devil.
Like his beard
Yeah.
looks so bad, bro. Look at his beard. Look at his beard. They couldn't do this. They couldn't do this. Come on, man.
I just want to go back to the Superman comedy you made club we have. McMurray Guns in the building, a friend of the show from So With the podcast, that says, I am anxiously awaiting Klep's reaction to that advanced.
Yes.
Superman.
Listen, man, I am awaiting my experience for the Superman thing. I don't
Gonna
know.
be like up and away.
I don't know what to feel, man. I'm numb right now. I'm numb. I'm gonna be headed out there. I'm gonna be seeing some buddies there. DJ will be in the building. The Altered Reality crew will be there. Shout out to them, Jay and all of them. They're gonna be there. So I can't. It's gonna be a party, y'all. I can't
Nice.
wait. But yeah, let's get into these topics. Well, no, not the topics yet. When we gotta do what Jelly does best.
Trying
We
to
gotta talk
skip
about the
over.
box office because there's a lot of movies rolling out. We just had a big holiday weekend.
Mhm.
Mix, do you find that movies do okay during the holiday season, or do they kind of fall back for the family festivities and cookouts and things like that?
It depends what holidays, right? So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I feel like 4th of July does not serve well for
Christmas
a
does
movie
well.
opening. Christmas
Yeah.
does well.
Yeah.
Labor Day does well.
Yeah. I don't know
Memorial
why.
Day looks okay.
I don't know why, but yeah.
But 4th of July, nah, I feel like
Everybody wants to be outside.
people want to be
You guys
outside.
don't. You guys don't check out movies during 4th of July?
Dude, I check out movies all the time. I'm not,
Yeah.
but I'm not the person. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like, where's the grill?
I saw a movie the night before 4th of July. But yeah.
I mean, we were just before the show launched, right? Like,
Yeah.
we're talking about what opened this weekend, and yeah, we came up with like one of the biggest summer's blockbusters just opened on the 2nd, right?
And I don't really think a lot of people came out for
And
it.
I don't
No.
think a lot of people will, right? I
So
mean,
Jelly, break it down
Yeah,
for
yeah,
us.
let's
Let's
talk
get
about
into
it.
the box
Okay.
office tally
So
and
right
see
now,
what's going on.
yeah. So right now, for this week, we got number 1 is F1 the movie. It's on its second week and it grossed at 77 mil
So an additional 77. Is that domestically?
domestically weekly.
What was it globally? 'Cause
It was globally it was 144 million.
Yeah. That
So
was okay. I remember.
yeah.
that.
So today globally it's 147 million. So it went up by like 3 mil.
Damn, that's it on a
Mhm.
second week. Well, like you said, it is the holiday weekend, so
Yeah.
nobody was really checking
Yeah.
for it. It's still doing well.
Mhm.
I think it's doing well. I mean, for that movie,
Yeah.
I think it's tracking okay.
It's gonna do great till next weekend.
Oh yeah, Everything's gonna do great
Yeah,
until
till next weekend.
next weekend.
Next weekend's a big weekend.
Yeah.
And then
Did you guys even see it? You guys didn't check.
I'm
it
not
out?
watching F1. Bro.
You're not
no,
watching.
I
Nah,
don't know
that's
if
not
I'm
for me.
eager to go to the movies and see it. I think I would
Really?
sit and watch it at home.
Yeah, I might check that out at home, but like me,
I
going
tell you-
Unless
away-
like somebody's like going to go to the movies and be like, what do you want to see? And I'm like, maybe F1. You know?
I'll tell you what, the experience in the theater was dope because of the sound.
Mhm.
The sound design in it is amazing. I kind of wanted to do 40X, to be honest, but I've yet to do a 40X. I know you've done it.
Yeah,
a few
no,
times.
bro. That one's where it's at. Like the
Yeah?
shape, the movements, bro. Like, yeah.
Ooh.
You gotta.
Where
you
do you
gotta
go for that one?
Okay, so I used
Regal.
to go to the
Regal?
Regal
Yeah.
in where was it? In it's right here in Massachusetts, but it was like an hour away.
Not Bellingham.
No, not
Bellingham
Bellingham.
didn't have a 40X.
Anyways, but yeah, no, that one since closed. It didn't make it past the pandemic. I think there's still like 1 or 2 left in Massachusetts, so
Okay.
it's still a hike.
Okay.
You have to get out to go see it.
So it's got to be really worth it to kind of like,
Mhm.
okay, maybe Jurassic Park.
Maybe
We'll talk about that.
maybe Fantastic Four.
Ooh, yeah.
no.
You want to know?
Fire under that ass.
You know what I mean?
Fire under that
You know what
ass.
I mean?
Go ahead, Jelly. What's next?
So Jurassic World Rebirth, that was on the 2nd. It came out on the 2nd. So it grossed at $55 million dollars. And
I'm sorry, what was that?
55
For what film?
Jurassic World.
55 globally or domestically?
No, that was domestically. Internationally, it didn't even have a number.
Oh, okay.
It just domestic is so the gross was 55. Domestically was 82 million.
Okay.
So it was like 30 something.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. No. Internationally, worldwide. Sorry, my apologies. Is 82
That's
million.
not bad for first week.
Oh yeah, no, this movie will have a long run, especially probably once it gets to VOD.
It's gonna have a tough time next weekend though.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
Let's
like
not count next weekend.
that's why I'm thinking of like VOD is probably when they're gonna make their bulk.
I don't know.
Nah, just because like the cast itself will draw a lot of people.
Al, I got a question to ask you because I know like you OG Jurassic Park. That's were you ever a fan of this franchise? Do you think it's run its course?
Not the biggest fan. I do believe it has run its course. Let's bring some other stuff into this. I mean, too many movies. Listen, give it a rest. Give it maybe a 20-year rest. How about that? And then we bring it. Let us crave it. The problem is they want to stuff things down our throat. Don't let us crave anything.
Yeah.
They think we're hungry for something.
Yeah.
They want us to snack on these things. But no. I want to wait for a full course meal, no appetizers. Yo, chill with the franchise 10, 15. Make me, I want to know the day that I say, hey, whatever happened at Jurassic Park? And then all of a sudden, hey, did you hear they're making a new movie? Hey, 15, 20 years
Yeah.
I mean,
too soon.
exciting.
I think it was too soon.
Mm.
Definitely too soon.
And the last run it had with actually the last two movies, the world movies, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they have not been the strongest entries into it.
Yeah. What's up?
And Big DJ, as you mentioned him, is in the building and says, yeah,
Hey.
bad. Usually big July 4th movies make a killing.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
Yeah,
good
summer
to know.
blockbusters. Remember
Independence
Day. Yeah, man.
The
Will Smith
first one though, not
killed.
the second one.
Because it's independent.
Yeah,
It is. Yeah, it's like
You know,
so
I went with the
apropos.
that is kind of true. It's like we're dropping a movie about Independence
Yeah.
Day on Independence
So
Day.
we gotta go see it.
Yeah. Is it what else is that? What do we got? You
So
said
we-
2 more, right?
Probably like 3 more.
Mm.
Okay, so we got How to Train Your Dragon. So
Still
it's
up there.
Still up there at number 3. And it grossed this week at 32 million. Where am I? And worldwide, it's 47 million.
I feel like this is gonna be a movie that crushes it on
471. Sorry, I can't read my hand.
471 million.
Yeah.
Total.
Yeah.
That's where it's at right now.
Right now,
It's almost
currently
like half
today,
a million.
because last week it was at
billion.
380 million.
$500 million. Wow.
Yeah, no, this movie right here is gonna get a lot of people signing up to whatever streaming service it goes to.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
could
gonna.
just see
It's
it.
going to crush.
Yeah.
Wasn't it on Netflix?
Well,
Or was that
no.
Disney?
So like, is that Pixar? I think.
Pixar?
Is that going to
DreamWorks?
DreamWorks?
DreamWorks.
Oh,
Does DreamWorks go to Disney Plus or does it go
No,
to
DreamWorks doesn't go.
Paramount?
Paramount, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it will get a nice little boost to subscriptions that weekend it drops because I want to check it out. And I'll
It's
probably
good. I
watch
liked it.
after
I loved
house.
it. I loved it. And you know
Yeah.
what's so crazy is that we got a really early advanced screening of this back in CinemaCon, and it was amazing how people kind of kept it quiet.
Yeah.
Like we all equally said it's a great movie, but nobody was raving about it. It was like a movie you just expected to just be good and just when it comes out you'll see.
I guess
Right.
like it's an easy sell just because it's a franchise that we're so familiar with, but that's also something that's a takeaway from it. It's like we already know it. We've seen the story.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
legit the same thing.
I feel like if it was bad though, people would have been talking.
Oh yeah.
Like, if
But
it
I'm
was-
saying like
You know,
there's
when
no
anything's
excitement
bad.
for it because
Yeah.
it's like it's not a new story in that world. It's legit like a retelling of the first story you've ever
It's a
seen.
different.
What do we got next, Shelly?
Elio. He's
Elio.
still on Elio. He's still on the list, and he's number 4.
He's pushing. He's trying.
Yep,
He's trying.
Doing
he's
his thing.
trying.
It's
His
not
little
a-
train could.
Not a lot to go up against, but he's trying.
So he grossed this week at 17 million. Last week it grossed at what, 31 million. So this is just this week.
So what is it total? Like
Oh,
grand
come
total?
on, I'm not good with math. So what's the 31? I'm not doing all these numbers. So 31 plus 17.
So it's not like 50, right?
So what, 48, 50? Yeah,
God,
around there.
That is bad, dude.
Worldwide, it was 81. This week makes 81. Last week, it was 48. So another additional, what, 40?
I made that
40
much on
mil?
OnlyFans.
I was a top 2%er.
Al's top 5.
Top 5.
And that was that the last one on the list? Or is there one more there?
We spoke about 2 more, Megan 2.0 and 28 years later.
Yeah, we talked about 28
Yeah.
years later. That Megan's underperforming. I guess that. Listen, I didn't have a problem with Megan like a lot of people did because I went in knowing exactly what it is, and what it is shit.
Yeah.
Like that's no, but that's what it is. Like if you went to Megan thinking that you were gonna get something better than the original,
Yeah.
I don't know what you like. Come on, we come from that era of horror movies where none of them were good.
Right.
We just kept going.
Yeah.
Like how bad did Friday the 13th get after 5? But we kept showing up.
Yeah.
How many
We were
times did
just
Chucky
fans.
like? How many
Oh my God,
one-liners?
so
how many like?
Chucky.
Come on, man! Like we just keep showing up. So when you get a movie like Megan, you're like, okay, this is terrible. They're doing another one.
Sign me up.
Okay, another one.
It's still worth
It's
watching.
gonna still
Terrible,
be
worth
terrible,
watching.
but how terrible? Like
It just seemed like such a different vibe. Like, is this even still horror? Right? Like you've seen it, I haven't seen it.
yeah.
But the trailer itself, like it just looked
Threw
like
me off.
it looked like Power Rangers. You know?
I was like, wait. When did she become an action hero? Or
It's
something? Like,
literally Terminator 2.
Yeah.
It's literally like
she was like, but they're known to gender bend.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
You know, staying with the conversation, DJ Go said, I need Megan 3.0 where she fights Vicky from Small
there you go. That's the movie. That's the
Yeah.
movie Jason Blum
Vicky
should have
from
did.
where?
From Small Wonder. That's before your time.
Okay, I'm
Before
like,
your time.
how is that?
Before your time.
My face. You should have saw it.
That's the movie right there that should have been made, like dead ass. But yeah, no, like the box office is doing what it's supposed to do. Like I said, we're gonna have some really stiff competition next week, and then even the weeks after that,
Exciting.
because we have Superman coming,
Mhm.
then we have I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh yeah.
That's not gonna move a lot.
And I don't have high expectations for that. And then we also have Fantastic Four coming.
That's not
So,
till the end of the month.
End of the month, but you know what I mean.
Superman's gonna have a nice little run of 3 weeks.
Yeah, it'll probably go ahead. No, it's not gonna go ahead.
No, because by then, like the hardcore would have seen Superman already. So
Yeah.
they have 3 weeks. To get
Great
that out
release
the way.
slot. That's a great release.
Oh yeah,
slot.
yeah. We eating good this summer. eating good.
So I mean that's the box office tally. Thank you, Jelly. It's always a pleasure. Let's get into these topics now. Last week we talked about an addition to a film adaptation to a very, very popular video game that we all pretty much in this room know, Street Fighter. They added 50 Cent to this thing. He's going to play Balrog. But then like a couple of days later, we got a big bomb that I don't think any of us saw coming.
Right.
All right. So we got David Dastmalchian.
That small chin.
Dastmalchian. I just learned how to say that man's name today.
Yeah.
Minutes before we went live.
Yeah. Shout out to Almega. He says it's that or that small chin.
Yeah.
That is genius.
Yeah.
I wish I could break my last name down like that. But yeah, he just got added to the roster as the big baddie Bison.
Yeah.
I feel like he looks the part.
Yeah, man. And if you're not familiar with David here, like y'all seen him in a few flicks, right? Like
a few flicks.
We seen him in the Batman movies, right? The Nolan Batman. We seen him in he as Polka Dot Man in the latest Suicide Gun by Suicide Gun. Suicide Squad by James Gunn. But yeah, bro. Oh, and Late Night with the Devil, right? That
And
was
one of my absolute favorite horror movies.
Yeah, Late Night with the Devil. He became like the star of that movie, and that was a big deal for him.
He's even dabbled in the comic book world, Al, right? Comic book world.
Yes, he's created a couple comics, dark horse horror and whatnot. He's into that. But all I want to ask you is, what is the obsession with Street Fighter casting? Always a skinny dude to be Bison.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, Bison's kind of
so. Like I told y'all, I did some research through YouTube because I wanted to get familiar with these characters so I could make some type of commentary.
Yeah.
Bison was like Debo,
He
like
he was
huge, and I was
He
like, they're all tiny. Even
Yeah.
the old or the original Street Fighter movie, Bison was like this old man, Raul Julia.
Yeah.
Julia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Gomez.
yeah,
Gomez.
So I'm just
Gomez.
like, why they're so tiny? Like this man is the Bison is jacked.
Listen, this is what I told y'all. They give me this movie. I need martial artists who can act. I don't want actors to play martial artists.
Mhm.
So I'm hoping that there's some physical training going on or something where he eats his protein shakes
Right.
and kind of beefs up like old boy from He-Man. Because
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Yo.
I don't want padding outfits. Padded outfits, you could tell it's not.
I'm
It's
gonna keep
gonna
it
be
real with you. I don't have
corny.
a huge problem with the padded outfits because, like, even Cowboy was wearing a padded outfit when he was playing Superman. All right?
Exactly.
And that man,
exactly
we're
and
what
that
I
man
was
is
saying.
jacked.
No, but
All
we're
right,
in
so-
2025 now.
Yeah,
Like, we don't
man.
need padding.
Let's get physical, man. Let's
Yeah.
get real. Let's get.
But like you said, last time we seen this character portrayed on the silver screen, it wasn't like a huge like a built actor.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So maybe they're going with like a similar vibes, right? Like
Yeah.
That's
he's
what
the
it
only
looks
one
like.
with powers and like that could help him overcome whatever challenge.
They do look similar. When I was watching,
Yeah, he
little
looks like a
clips,
younger
Yeah.
version.
If anything, Raul has like bigger eyes.
He had the cheekbones. He had the
It's
cheekbones.
the
too.
cheekbones, but his
Yeah,
eyes look like they will pop out.
Yeah.
But
That movie had weird casting, dude.
This
Let's
cast-
be
yeah.
real. That casting was so weird.
But this
dude.
cast is kind of interesting too, because like not only did we get David, but like Cody Rhodes got confirmed to be playing Giles.
Oh man,
You
that's
know, like
right,
I know
he
we joked
did,
about
yeah.
it in the group chat, but like
Yeah.
this is official now.
I don't want
So,
it to be too WWE heavy though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't.
Cody Rhodes makes more sense than a guy with a French accent to pick up.
Yeah.
But you know the funny thing is like in Street Fighter, there's a character named Cody that looks like Cody
That's
already.
right. That's right.
So it's
Why?
just
Yeah.
like,
Why didn't
okay.
they just? They should have just let him play. I mean, so far, like like you said, the casting in this is very interesting. Everybody's got personality up the, you know,
Oh,
what
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like you're not gonna get a boring movie so far. I just want it to be very, very close to the game. Like I want to feel like right now I'm spoiled with what I saw from Masters of the Universe. I've been telling everybody, even DJ who's listening, I've been spoiled after I saw what I saw in Masters of the Universe. Nothing less, Hollywood.
Wow.
Nothing less than the source material. I'm telling
High
you that right now.
expectations.
When y'all see Masters of the Universe, you're gonna lose your shit. I'm telling you right now.
You want to talk about casting?
Mhm.
DJ does have an opinion on the casting. If you want to know,
Oh, let's hear it.
this movie looks like it was cast by a 9-year-old on cocaine.
Oh shoot!
I'm gonna keep it real with you though, as far as like casting for these type of video game movies, meaning like the fighters, it's a great genre to pick off because like at the end of the day, all you have is very colorful characters.
Yeah.
And the story itself is super loose.
Yeah.
So you could do whatever you want, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I'm hoping for the best.
If they
We
can-
got the best with Mortal Kombat a couple years
I
ago.
didn't
I still
mind it.
feel they could have done better in Mortal Kombat.
I didn't
but
mind it. A lot of people
I'm
didn't
looking
like it, but
forward.
I didn't mind it. I thought the choreography was straight. I thought the lore, the storytelling was very grounded. I don't know what people didn't like. I think it was the new character.
It was a new character.
Yeah,
that
the new
was my
character
point.
killed
Like, they
it.
always want to introduce like this is your introduction to this world,
Yeah.
right? So
No.
like here's this new character. You're walking in with them.
Yeah.
We don't need that. Just give us the legit ones and give us a fun story.
But here's the
Yeah.
thing, though: when you do that, then you got to essentially pick one of the main characters to be the front man.
right.
When you have such an ensemble like that, who do you pick? Is Ken the lead? Is Ryu the lead?
You just
Are
said
Ken
it.
and Ryu
No,
the
you
lead?
just said it.
Yeah,
It's-
but who says that though? Why couldn't Vega be the lead? Why couldn't Balrog be the lead? Why couldn't Bison be the lead?
so okay, we've had this, right? Like because
Yeah.
we talked about Legend of Chun-Li last week.
Yeah,
Like they've already tried making other people the lead, and they can, right? Like you're
they
welcome
made
to do
Guile
it.
the lead.
They made Guile the lead, and he wasn't like the guy. Right?
He wasn't interesting. Yeah, but it was Jean Claude.
Yeah.
We
right.
don't want to see Jean Claude act. We
So-
just want to see him
So
split
that's
and kick.
probably what's going to happen with this movie as well. It's like who's the most recognizable face out of this casting?
I mean, they're all recognized.
And well, whoever the most is, that's probably who we're gonna spend the most time.
I don't know. I feel like everybody in this is like
somewhat equal.
This thing is only missing one of the Paul brothers. That's it.
Mm.
It's only missing Logan or his brother. That's it. That's all it's missing at this point.
It is pretty wild casting.
I'll be training soon.
So
you can play T-Hawk.
Oh, yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know. I right now it's a gamble. I don't know what to expect. Jelly, do you know what to expect? Are you excited for this?
I just wonder, like, because you guys saw the movie. I didn't see the movie. I was literally just watching clips.
But you played the game though.
Yeah, we'll play the game here and there. So I just wonder how it's, what the storyline is gonna be and how they're gonna go about it. I see colorful. I see all these colors, very vibrant. I hope it's not corny. I hope like it has maybe some humor, cool, but I just really hope it's not corny.
I would stay away from the
Don't
original if I were
bring padding.
The possible leads to the story may be either a Kuma or a Guile.
Oh,
and you know
Roman,
what? And I was thinking maybe Blanca, since Jason Momoa, since we're going by the most recognizable casting, Jason Momoa is probably the closest to an A-list on
Blanca was Guile's friend.
There you go. You're making connections.
Mr.
Cody and Jason.
They could both be leads.
That's actually not. I don't hate that.
No,
I don't hate that. I don't love it, but I don't hate it.
Through the camera, I saw collect brains.
I don't hate that.
The gears.
What was his name? Charlie.
Yeah.
Charlie was the other guy with friends.
Yeah, Charlie. I don't.
Wait, was Charlie Blanca?
Yeah, Charlie was Blanca. How do I remember that? I don't know why I remember that. That movie is bad. Stay away from it. I'm telling you right now.
I just watched clips. I didn't even go into the movie. I just watched clips.
A DJ with that accent.
On a Tuesday.
Miguel, what was his name?
Nunez,
yeah.
Miguel Nunez is DJ. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, listen, we'll see what happens. I'm excited still, regardless. I want to check it out. You guys let us know. Are you excited about the Street Fighter movie? How did you feel about the casting of David Dastmalchian? Or now that we got Cody Rhodes confirmed for Guile, which I still kind of think is weird. I don't know. I don't see enough Cody to understand his acting ability.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious.
You won't get to see him in the Naked Gun reboot.
Oh, he's in that too?
Yeah. Damn it. Bro, like ever since Endeavor bought WWE, there's like a lot of push of their talents towards the silver screen, right? And we're gonna be talking about another WWE superstar later on.
That one I don't mind so much, but we're gonna get into
they're all like getting a lot of jobs right now.
Yeah.
They're all working.
So let's get into this next topic. We're going to switch a little bit from movies to television because something came across my timeline that I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. I remember I heard an announcement for this, but I kind of forgot about it. And I'm very shocked at the studio that's actually bringing this forth, only because I don't feel like they're going to give it the justice that it deserves. And it's just a cash cow to get more subscribers, and then they're going to bail on it.
I hope not.
Yeah, we're talking about A Different World is coming back. A Different World, for all you guys know, was a spinoff from The Cosby Show. Back in the early 90s, followed one of the Huxtable kids as she went into Hillman College to pursue life as an adult. Denise, right? It was
Denise played by Lisa
Denise,
Bonet.
right? Yeah, Denise. And it became so popular outside of her when she got kicked off the show. They started following these two characters, Dwayne Wayne and Whitley, who ended up later on getting married because everybody wanted that couple to just happen. It ended on a very uplifting note. It was a great series. I love this show. It represents everything that was just Black excellence at the time.
Yeah.
And now they're getting a spinoff. They're bringing it back. Netflix is bringing this back. Gonna follow the next generation of the Waynes, the Wayne family, through this young lady here who will play. What is her name in the show?
Her name is Deborah.
Deborah Wayne.
Whitley.
Deborah Wayne.
Oh, sorry, I'm reading.
Yeah, Deborah
Wayne.
And it's gonna follow her. Aspiring, trying to do her education thing in Black college.
Yeah.
First, I want to ask you guys: were you familiar with A Different World? Did you ever watch it?
I know of the show. I never watched it.
Okay, not your demo. You're not the demo.
No.
You're not the demo.
I mean, I did watch the Cosby Show, and so I'm familiar with Denise, and I didn't know her adventures went on to life at college.
They also
I knew of it, but I just never watched it.
Yeah.
They were also trying to do that with Theo, but it didn't work out. I don't know what happened, but you watched.
I watched it. I remember so I remember like it was popular. Like growing up, I do remember it being really popular. And then after I gave birth to Leah, all I had was rest time on the bed, so I binge watched it.
Really?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was really good.
Did you cry with them? Please, baby, 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 please.
No, I didn't cry. I did not cry.
Yo, for all y'all that don't know that, you're not a real fan. Stay away. You don't know nothing about the please, baby, 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 please stay away. I listen. So what I've heard through the grapevine is that Netflix ordered a pilot.
Mhm.
This is the first time I've ever heard Netflix doing this. They
Yeah.
didn't order it to show. They didn't order it to season. They ordered a pilot
Right.
to air. Why? I don't understand what that is about. Why would Netflix do that? Do you have any idea?
I'm thinking they might just want to get some eyes on it just to see if it works.
What do
Eyes
they
on
do?
this or eyes on them?
No, they want to get some eyes on the show, kind of do like the traditional TV does, right? And
Yeah.
they run through a couple of what do they call them when they bring people in to just watch it and give their opinions,
Mhm.
like one of them situations, and like see if it even works.
Yeah.
You know, and like, is this like I know you said you watched this back in the day, but like, are you excited to see this franchise coming back? Like, is there more to mine here?
I am excited to see this live on because of what the original represented. I just feel like it was a time in Black television that was needed. There was just a shift in the culture. There was like we were just talking about like the whole baddies thing, and
Yeah.
right now it seems like that is what represents my culture.
Yeah.
You know,
And there's way more.
as ratchet as hood as most people can get on television. That is what Black culture has become. That is what the hip hop culture has become.
That's what they're
But-
making popular. Like there's no balance with shows anymore. You don't have that Black excellence. You're just seeing girls with their ass out, tits out, like you know, who's the baddest or whatever, like, you know, out in the club, like, you know, I need more, like I said earlier, I need more substance. I need more
Yeah.
context. I need like give me more than just I'm popping bottles and I'm the baddest bitch.
And let's
Like-
not just say that it's all us, because I mean essentially we got this culture from other cultures that were doing it on television. We just kind of swept our way in, and now we're doing it and we're profiting off of it and doing what we do, you know, from what we know from our side of the world. But you got it in Mob Wives, you got it in Jersey Shore,
yeah.
you got, you know, it's everywhere. But primarily when it comes to social media,
That's all you see.
that's all you see.
And I just feel like we lost that, the, you know, the black excellence and stuff. Like
Yeah.
we don't have many shows that, I mean, in my opinion, of what I've seen, and if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. If there's any other shows that you are aware of that.
I mean, I could think of like
There's good comedy.
Bel
out there.
Air, right? Bel Air
Bel
does
Air's-
it well, and
But it's covered in drama.
and
It's
Yeah.
covered in drama.
how about All American, right? Like that's another show that
All-
people kind of.
I
Oh, you
hear
know, I
you.
started watching
I
that
hear you.
one.
It's
I forgot.
it's there, but
But
like,
it's not in the forefront.
but this is okay. This is a sitcom. This is a sitcom where it dealt with real issues, a lot of real issues, but similar to like Family Matters. But it was set in a college setting. There was a time where it was cool to be Black and educated.
Right.
There was a
right.
time where we used to rep Black medallions and wear college
Yes.
on our sweaters.
Yes.
Like, I mean, I just recently got myself the Black College Alliance sweatsuit because it reminded me of that era. It reminded me of that time. There was a time where that was cool to wear V-necks and glasses, and Boys and Men, they represented that era.
Yes.
That dress code. There was a whole wave of Black teens that wanted to look like Dwayne with the flip up glasses. It was just cool. And then we just, you know, things change. You know, we go
As
through,
they do.
we
Right.
change, and you know. So getting back to that, I'm interested in seeing that kind of make its way back into the forefront. I'm kind of wishing that maybe like a Issa Rae was involved. I think that
Ooh,
she
to give her modern.
yeah. But
yes.
she's, I don't know if she's still tied to Warner and HBO Max, but I know she's been tied with them for some time. But I was wishing that she would be involved with that a little bit, because I feel like she nailed it with Insecure.
Yeah.
Like, Insecure was a little bit of that.
With more modern.
Yeah, more modern. But yeah, I'm
It
curious.
was a
I'm
great
curious.
Do you feel like Netflix? Because I know you mentioned something like, "Oh, is this just another property they're gonna like mine and then
I hope
walk away
not.
from?" Because like they've done it in the past, right? They
Didn't they
revived the
cancel the
shows.
Upshaws?
They did that. They put an end to Fuller House. Like there's so many of these
Yeah.
like reboots
Yeah.
or coming back type of situations.
And I
where, like,
I
just
mean,
don't end up working.
and speaking, well, I mean, Fuller House lasted like 4 seasons,
A couple
bro.
of years, yeah.
Maybe even more than that. I could be under calling
Did they
that.
say
But
what the agreement was, like the contract on how many seasons
for this,
For no Fuller House.
no, I don't know what their overall
Yeah.
deal
Oh,
was, but I
okay.
know they kept getting renewed for a couple seasons.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that there's an era of television that is still wanted, and
Mhm.
Fuller House represents that. Like, I mean, if you could bring Fuller House back for a couple of seasons,
Mhm.
like
The Connors.
you know what I
and,
mean,
like,
the Connors survived without their main lead
yeah.
on regular television.
But that's like just because the writing was. I don't watch it, but I imagine it's just like it's just the writing that brings it forward.
But it's safe to say that that format is still viable right now. Like people are still interested in it. And that's probably one of the best examples because that's straight out of the '90s show. And you got rid of your lead. You changed the name of your property and got rid of your lead, and it still lasted as long as it did. I don't know. I'm curious. I'm very curious to see. But like I said, the original had Cosby involved. It had
Can't do that no more.
it had, it was a different time. I'm very curious to see what they do with this. I don't know. Al, anything about this that you remember? Do you remember this at all?
I absolutely love this series. I watched it back in the day. I was hooked on these things, especially as a spin-off because I had a crush. Who didn't on these
Bonet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you saw that spin-off, then you find these shorties here, and then my big crush here was Summer Creek. The big
Cree Summer.
Cree Summer. Oh my God. God
who shows up in Ironheart, by the way.
Hey, yeah, she was, back then she was cutie. So I always watched it, I thought she was dope.
Penny.
I enjoyed the show. I'm excited to see back and see what's going on. I remember out here, shout out to Roth and Comic Con, where we got to see Whitley walking around, right?
Yeah.
Up in the show. Glad to see her back in action and working, on TV. My man Dwayne.
Yeah, because isn't it still gonna be written and produced by Felicia Pride and Debbie Allen as the director and executive
That's
producer?
good stuff because Debbie Allen was highly involved.
Keep it kind of in.
I hope.
Because my question was, I wonder how the sequel will address current social issues to resonate with today's audience while maintaining the essence of the original. And I think that's all what we're gonna have to wait and see when we finally get the pilot.
Yeah. I'm like I said, I'm super curious about this. I want to see how it goes down and if it ever gets, brought to. And I want to see this young lady. I want to see what she can bring to the table because I know she comes from Broadway. And I mean, I want to see the OGs come back. I want to see Dwayne and
cameos.
Yeah. Cree Summer, hopefully she comes back.
Oh
yeah. I think it has a lot of potential, and I'm super excited to see it. And I want to know what all of y'all think. Were you fans of the original Different World? Did you know that this was coming? Are you excited about it when it comes, for it to come out or whatever they do? Let us know. Drop a comment below. Let's get on to the next one, guys and girls. So we talked about this a little bit. Johnathan Majors is back.
Is he back? Is he back? Was that a question?
Actually, you know what? I don't even think he went anywhere. Let's be real. I don't even think he went anywhere.
I don't think so. Well, he definitely went somewhere.
So
Let's be real.
I think he's back, but I think he's back in a position where he belongs. I have been dying to see him do action. I think he's fit for it. I think he's got the look for it. He's a great dramatic actor. Don't get me wrong. Magazine Dreams, beautiful flick. I think that I want to see him do this more. He's our new Michael Jai, or could be. Could surpass that. He posted the other day a new trailer for something that he's been working on for a while called True Threat, ladies and gentlemen, right? Johnathan Majors has a new trailer clip. It was like a teaser of what they're working on. So there's this new martial arts style out there in the streets of New York called 52 Blocks. Had no idea what this was. I never heard about it. Have you heard about this?
I don't know
anything.
anything.
You're from the city, Al. Have you heard about 52 Blocks?
No, man. I know about my 2 blocks.
Jelly, have you heard about 52
No,
Blocks?
and what I read is just a Black American martial arts style.
Dude.
First major film to showcase the discipline.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. When I saw,
you were hyped?
Did you see the?
I have not seen it.
Listen,
I saw it.
no sound, but I want you to take a look at this behind you. So this is a new fighting style. It's very close range, blocking, and oh my god, I got hype off of this. It's not even that long.
You know what? I'm in. I'm in.
I think seeing it on the
That's all I
big
need.
screen makes it even better for me.
That's all I need.
Yo,
you know?
listen, man. Listen, I saw this. I don't even know how long that is. It probably like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, it's
I'm
very
in.
short.
I'm in. I'm
And I immediately had to share it.
Yeah, no, I gotta watch this. I'm looking out. This is on my list for whenever it
Dude,
drops.
Shout out to Mr. Johnathan Majors for actually acknowledging our share, liking and commenting. I appreciate it.
There we go.
I appreciate that. This is right up my alley.
Mhm.
The plot of this movie is about I think he's like a special force guy whose son gets murdered by a gang in New York, and he comes to get his revenge.
Death Wish.
Bad guys, revenge,
Yeah.
ass kicking.
I'm
That's all
into
I
it.
need.
I like it.
That's all
I
I
like
need.
it,
That's
bro.
all I
Like,
need. That's all you need to give me to put me in the seat.
Yeah.
That's it. You tell me that, and I'm there. Jelly. What did you think
I'm
when you
looking
saw
forward
this?
to it. I'm also a stickler though, because I was like, why that font? It's so irrelevant, so irrelevant to what we saw. Because I'm just like, what? I'm like, this is Johnathan Majors.
So I
need a
don't
better
think
font. It's
that
so
that's
irrelevant.
the final product. I think that was just them putting a little tease, get the feeler. I don't think that's not an actual
Because
trailer.
let me tell you something. I do love him, but
Yeah,
I was like, he deserves better. What is going on with this damn
the
font? I need better lighting for him. I need to know what's going on right now. But seeing it on the big screen, the fighting was way better in the big screen. It was my little small screen, and I was like, what is happening here?
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it.
Another comment. Majors needs to play Spawn and stick it to Marvel for jumping.
Ooh.
That could be a great look for him.
I think that could be a great look for him. I'm not even gonna lie. That could be a great look for him to bring that.
They need to give him his dang roll back.
But
man.
no, listen. At this point, the past is the past. He's got to move on, and I think this is the lane right here. Let's win the people back.
Yeah.
Let's just be a good performer. Let's just entertain and give the people what they want.
I'll eat.
Listen, we already know this man has acting chops.
Oh, yeah.
He's given us
He's
given us
amazing.
so much outside of the drama that we can say this guy, he's hireable.
Oh,
yeah.
He's hireable.
Oh, yeah.
He comes out, I'll check that movie out. I don't care. It don't have to be a big blockbuster. I'll show up. This right here, my cup of tea. I love action.
I'm still upset they canceled Lovecraft Country, man.
Oh
Exactly.
my god, me
In
too.
the middle of it all,
Like,
there's like no grand finale.
I'm still mad. I'm still mad.
We don't even know what's going on.
I need y'all to figure that out, because that series was amazing. The storytelling, all the acting, everything. I loved everything about that show.
So this thing is going to be directed by the first Purge's director, Gerard Murray. Did you like the Purge series?
I like this Purge series.
Did you see the first Purge?
I seen the first Purge. I enjoyed
that. Was the
first
one
Purge.
with the projects, right?
That's the one with the projects. Yep, that's the one. The initial Purge. They run a little test down in Manhattan. One of the
was a good
kill
one.
the pores. That's what they're trying to do. But yeah, no, I like that movie. I don't remember too much about it, but I'm down to watch another flick by this director.
I just like the premise of the movie. I think the premise of this movie, it's I feel like it's gonna hit.
Yeah.
I think it's like father, son, you lose your son
Can I say something I think it's much more believable than my man Liam Neeson. Kicking butt. Yeah. Now Majors is a healthy looking man that looks like he could actually take care of that. Liam Neeson looks like he'll go down a flight of stairs and be out of breath.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, bro, I understand what you're saying now, but let's not do all that to Liam Neeson, bro. Please, just out of respect, bro. Let's just not do all that.
He crawled so that Johnathan Majors could run.
Yeah, let's not do all that.
No. Listen, I think this is the bag he should be in right now. Let's entertain. Let's show off our physicality, what we're able to do. We already know he's got superior acting chops. He can hang with the best of them.
And in this movie is where we see the other WWE star.
Yes. Jade Cargil.
Cargil. Jade, man. Which
she's the lieutenant in the game.
I'm excited to see what she can bring to this, because I think she's a star, man.
She's imposing, and she's got that look, bro. That who is that?
Do you think she's gonna be a villain?
Yeah, she's the lieutenant in the game.
What?
Yes.
Oh, see, I don't even know that. That is crazy.
I just don't want to see no scenes where he puts hands on her. So that's all I need. That's all I'm gonna say. Just don't do that. Nah. It's just because of like you just can't have that. We just can't have that.
Yeah.
There's something else for
You
them
think
to
she got
talk
hit with the
about, make
finisher?
memes.
You know what? Do whatever she could do whatever she needs to do. We just can't have him.
He
in
needs
no
to block.
type of
Wasn't he doing some
situations.
blocking?
Yo, listen, that 52 block. Listen, I need to know more about that because that shit looks fire, bro.
I'm going to the Bronx next week.
Yo,
I'm starting my training.
That shit looks fire. I can't, man. Yeah, no, I'm all in on this one, Jelly.
I'll watch it. It was funny because I was so critical on like like you said, what the font, but like you said, it wasn't a real trailer, but I thought it was. So I was just like, he deserves better. So I started looking into the production company, and it's Cat 5. I don't, whoever's interested, it's Cat 5. And they're committed to developing high quality action films with broad commercial appeal. So I learned that Cat 5 also produced The Working Man
and Ballerina too.
And okay, see that. And Jason Statham was in A Working Man. So once I read that, I was like, okay. All right. Let me see what else that they got to offer.
That's the lane that I'm talking about. Like the Jason Statham lane. Like it ain't broke, don't fix it. That man can do the same movie 1,000 times and get a paycheck.
You already know
he's the beekeeper.
Everything. Just add an ER at the end of it and he's ready to roll. Yeah.
Dude, anything. Are you the same guy from the last movie? I don't care. It works.
The cow milk.
What are they calling? He's in the multiverse of all these characters.
Dude, just add an ER to the end of the name, and he's ready to go, man. He's ready to go. I'm good. I'm good for this film. I can't wait. I don't know anything about a release date. I don't even know what production has started. I just know that the 52 blocks is like what they were showcasing in this and showing them. So shout out to those guys, man. I'm really excited for this. You guys have supporters here. We're gonna be telling the world. Hopefully you guys will want to sit down and talk with us too. I'm gonna put that out there. Shameless plug. I don't care. But yeah, let's get on to the next thing. I had the opportunity to see some early sneak peeks of some movies in CinemaCon at the beginning of the year. There were a lot that stood out to me, but there was two particular. We'll get into both. But the first one I want to talk about is this new Ryan Gosling movie. The trailer finally dropped.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they're waiting. I don't even know why they're showing this now because the movie doesn't even come out until next March.
Oh, wait, what?
Wow.
This movie does not drop until March of 2026.
What are we doing?
And it's from Amazon MGM, and it is called...
What kind of marketing are they going to be doing throughout the rest of the year?
Project Hail Mary. Based on a book. And at first, you watch the trailer and you're like, okay, it's Ryan Gosling. Let's see what he got. Because I still got Ken stuck in my head. I can't get Ken out of my head. And then you start watching this trailer and you're like, okay. He's a little mild-mannered teacher.
Yeah.
Who has been chosen to go off into space to save humanity. And I got to tell you, it's the same trailer that we saw there. I don't remember it being any longer. I do know Ryan came out, but other than that, everyone was wowed off of this trailer. Did you guys have a chance to see this trailer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What was your first initial impression of this trailer and Ryan Gosling's performance in this trailer?
Honestly, I thought this was another summer movie. I thought like this summer movie.
Right.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, yeah, sign me up. Well, now that you're telling me it's next March, I'm kind of disappointed.
Really?
Just because why? This is such a long time, right? Like there'll be 1,000 other movies from now till then. So it's like
I feel like you put it out now, it's gonna be forgotten about, and then it's gonna be brought back up, and will anybody really see it?
Do you think that maybe this was Amazon's ploy to kind of feel the temperature and maybe drop it sooner?
It could be.
No.
Who knows what their strategy is? But
I think they'll hold on to that date. But this movie looks awesome.
Yeah,
I wanna see more of this. All over the place, right up my alley. Sci-fi, like comedy, blockbuster. Big budget. Yeah, I'm into it.
The one problem that I had with this trailer, other than the release date, I feel like they gave us a little too much.
Yeah,
soon.
I felt that too.
But I mean, if anybody who read the book would probably know what this is about. But I mean, people like me who never read the book, like I didn't know where it was going. And then he's, I'm gonna give you guys a little spoiler because it's the trailer. It's like he meets an extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
And
that's what won me over.
I didn't even expect that. Like, I was just like, oh,
Me
this is.
neither.
I thought it was a one-man mission out, like the Martian,
Yeah.
because this is made by the same people. What is it, Lord? Lord and Miller putting this together, but the Martian was made by I forget who the writer of that book was, but I just didn't expect that. I just wish that they probably just kept that out.
A secret.
And
that could have been the wow factor.
Like, they show you like him having the first encounter and then like cohabitating with the extraterrestrial, which is like, bro, you're giving too much away.
So that's pretty much what it's gonna be. So like typically I'm not interested in like space or astronaut movies because I just feel like, okay, they're alone and what else can happen in space? You know what I'm saying? It seems like it's the same thing. But I think once I did see the alien, I was just like, oh, this is kind of interesting. And his humor too, it was like one piece in the trailer that he was kind of funny. And I was like, you know what? I think I would give this a try. Like, that was crazy. I was like, what is that? If they left it like that and just went black, I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, I think that would have been enough.
At least they didn't show us the actual alien.
Oh, of course, they're not going to show us
the
maybe
hand.
they probably will never show us the alien.
Down.
Who knows? But I just feel like it just changes the tone of the movie.
Yeah.
Because it felt like it was like a life or death situation. One man's got to go out and save humanity, and then all of a sudden he's an alien. I'm just like, okay.
Because my other question was, how long do they have till everyone in the whole world is extinct? Is that still a thing? Or
I don't even think that they
book.
Yeah.
True.
You can read the book and catch it before next March.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know.
What? I do need a good book to read, so I might just do that or get it.
I heard it's a good read. I heard somebody that read it
Audible?
and couldn't put it down. They just kind of zip right through it in like a couple of days. So
LeBron James is still on page 1.
Damn. Are you a reader?
But yeah, no, I'm super excited about this film. You guys, you're in.
I'm looking forward
Big
to
time,
it. Yeah.
big time.
I feel like we only talk about the things that we're in.
Yeah, this is a mix. This is a mixed movie.
Oh yeah, he's very heavy in sci-fi. I'm down for it. You guys and girls, let us know what you thought about the trailer for Project Hail Mary. If you have not seen it, go check it out. It's a Ryan Gosling film. I loved it. They loved it. I think you guys will love it too. Let us know in the comments below how you feel about this film when it drops. All right, so the next movie, let's talk about another movie that I got a piece of when I was at CinemaCon, and this one was one that was announced to me, but in the back of my mind, I totally forgot about it until I saw them do a presentation for it, and then when I saw it, I was blown away because I'm a fan of the original.
Right,
I'm a fan. We're talking about the remake of The Running Man, which is based on a Stephen King book.
Yeah.
And I believe he did it under a different name.
Richard Bachman is the name.
Yeah.
Richard Bachman.
He did it under a pseudonym.
Pen name.
And this is the kind of Stephen King stuff I like.
Yeah,
we all know he's the master of suspense horror and all that, but I love his human pieces, his stories about human behavior and the weirdness of how we can be with one another. And when I saw this and what they did to it, I was like, Glen Powell's been just like an okay guy, but I like seeing him in this.
Yeah.
The original, for those of you who don't remember, starred Arnold Schwarzenegger. It had Jesse the Body Ventura,
Maria Conchita Alonso.
Oh my God, Maria! I used to love saying her name in the '80s. Maria Conchita Alonso.
We got to rap, bro. I got to bring her.
You have to put a rhythm behind it every time, yo.
Oh, yeah, no, you got to do it.
Who else is in this that pops up? Richard Dawson was in this.
Yeah, he was the game show.
Yeah, he was the game show who has been replaced with Coleman Domingo in this one.
Who's killing it? I saw.
Yeah.
Honestly, this trailer was excellent.
Yeah. And they showed us a lot of this.
They showed us a lot.
Yeah, no, there when I was in CinemaCon, it was a lot more than what. It was a lot more than what we got here in this trailer. But I'm sold on this. This trailer here, man.
OG, man. Look at this. I mean, Stephen King was actually in it. Jesse Ventura, Jim Brown.
Yes.
Professor Tanaka.
He was
in it.
Yep.
Oh my God. Dweezil Zappa. Come on, bro. What?
I wonder if there's going to be any wrestlers in this.
I mean, like the hunters, bro, are made for wrestlers.
Yeah.
If you guys aren't familiar with this story, it takes place in a futuristic dystopian where contestants or criminals get placed into a show called The Running Man, where they have to outrun the hunters, or they, and like actually in the original movie, they're like in a studio kind of situation. In this, in the book, it's actually all over America.
Yeah.
You get to go all over America. You have like the big brother, right? The eye in the sky following you.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like the people of America that are gonna either help you or turn your ass.
It's like The Amazing Race.
It's The Amazing Race, except you're gonna die. But nah, this is I'm a fan of the book. I'm a fan of the book, Richard Bachman book, under the same name. And like I said, the book and the original movie, some similar themes, but very different. This looks to be like the book. This is the book. This is a story from the book. And I even had I have a feeling that like we might also get the ending from the book, which is very different from what we originally saw. No spoilers.
Okay, because you said you saw a scene.
Yeah.
That.
Oh yeah. There's something in here that like almost gives it away. But like I don't know what they gonna do. But yeah, it looks amazing.
And we got Josh Brolin in this as well, man. He's got a voice. When you hear the, I was looking for him when the trailer starts because you hear him before you see him. And I was like, that was Josh Brolin. I know that was Josh Brolin. Why I don't see him yet? And then you get him like towards the end of the trailer. Dude, this movie looks badass. It really does. I cannot wait to see this movie. It looks like it's going to be edge of your seat, intense. Yeah. I feel like every moment is going to be sweaty palms and feet ruffling around. Yeah, you're gonna be in for the ride. Look at this.
I do have to point out though, Clep, this is not the only Stephen King / Richard Bachman movie we're getting this year.
Oh yeah, we got The Long Walk.
We got The Long Walk,
which is almost a game show.
That is another one that like I read the book and at the end I was just like disgusted. Oh, so I'm like, do I want to even watch that movie? You know, because it's so heavy. Yeah. So yeah, Richard Bachman, Richard Bachman. And Stephen King fans are like eating great this
year. Yeah, and I like the fact that they're actually keying in on source material. Like they're really not, Hollywood's not trying to make it their own thing. They're kind of giving the people, this story's out there. If the story's there and the foundation is there and it works, well, just put a little visual spin on it, modernize it a little bit, but keep it what it is, man. And I'm very, very, very. I want to know what Arnold thinks about it.
I want an Arnold cameo.
Oh yeah, and I want a Ventura cameo in this,
bro. He's still around, bro, and like he could definitely do that. Yeah, I would love that.
So those were the live action trailers that we got this week. The coming soons, but then there was one more that I didn't even expect to come forth. I didn't expect to see it. We got, and they're probably just jumping off the hype of everything Ironheart. Mm-hmm. We got the Eyes of Wakanda teaser. A little underwhelming.
I gotta admit something to you, Clem.
What happened?
I didn't even watch this trailer.
Yeah.
So this what happened. I finished watching Ironheart. Yeah. And the ending just had me like, turn it off. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even get to sit through. Like I forgot that there's like post-credit stuff.
Yeah,
so you didn't see the post.
I didn't even catch it.
I don't feel like the post-credit really would have changed your mind anyway.
No, I did see the post-credit of Ironheart, but like I didn't stay around for this.
Oh, right.
Okay. So this played right after.
All right, so hold on. So I have a confession to make.
You didn't watch it either.
I didn't even want to watch it.
The trailer?
I didn't even press play.
Oh, well, I have commercials on my Disney Plus.
I didn't even.
Okay,
show.
All right.
I mean, since we're being honest, since we're being honest,
only person that
since we're being honest, because we're gonna bring y'all the real. We don't just fluff everything. Like, listen, we may talk about the things that we're excited about and that we're excited to talk about, and you got to understand. I prepped this show. I put this graphic together. And I still didn't want to watch it.
Yeah.
I still didn't want, and not that I don't think it's going to be good. Not that I don't think it's going to be, it could be great.
Yeah.
But I'd rather hear it from you.
I'd
rather hear it from you guys. I would rather you, Al, you, or you out there who are fans of the Wakandan world tell me, Clep, you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Go see this. I don't want to always have to be the
Jelly,
one
you
to
watched
recommend.
this,
I
yes?
saw the trailer. Yeah.
So
Okay.
what did you think?
So I know that it was more like a dialogue. Somebody was talking.
Yes, there's a
that I
narrative.
do know. Someone was narrating or whatever.
Yeah, and it's very short. You don't get much out of
Is
it.
it a trailer or a clip?
It's a trailer, but it almost seems like a quick clip.
Okay.
So I don't. It sounds like there's gonna be probably different stories,
Like an anthology.
This is what I'm getting out of
Okay.
it. Maybe there's different stories of different characters because they kept showing different characters like making the same move.
Okay.
So this is my notes because again, it wasn't much out of it. You don't really know what besides the anthology idea,
Mhm.
but I love the colors, the intensity. And I'm looking forward to the new characters. I think that we just know certain characters in Wakanda, and we want to kind of like dive deeper into it and see what else it has to offer.
Okay.
And plus, I've been on a animation trip, anyways, so I think the animation will be amazing.
Yeah, I mean the color palette is really cool. It's different.
Mhm.
I love the accentuation on the African
Yeah, the
culture, the
art
art.
style is very unique.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and the love that they're really keying in on. Her name escapes me. I'm so sorry. The wardrobe designer for Wakanda
Oh.
Forever. I love that they're keying in on her designs. It almost looks like sketch art
Yeah.
Mhm.
for wardrobe.
Yep.
Which is cool and very different. I glanced at it. You know, when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, this is out. I put it out. I did the graphic. I did all, but I just didn't care.
I mean,
Like
there's
when they
not
showed
much.
executive producer Ryan Coogler, like when I see that now, when it comes from Marvel, I feel like it's a ploy.
Yeah.
I
They're
don't
just
believe
tossing
it.
it on there.
I don't believe it. Like he directed the movie. Does that mean he's defaulted the credit because it originated from his images? That's what I feel like. I don't feel like he's in the kitchen. I don't feel like he's in the kitchen.
Yeah.
He's not in the kitchen. He may say, this is this, work with it. But I don't feel like he's in the kitchen when it comes, and that's bad. I don't, I want to like it. I will check it out when it drops. I will
Of
see
course.
it, but I'm not gonna follow the hype train.
To be fair though, like I do have to Disney Plus animation and Marvel animation shows have been pretty solid so far.
Yeah.
What if
So,
looks great?
Yeah.
What
What
If,
if I finished that
X-Men
too?
97,
Yeah.
Spider-Man freshman year.
Loved it.
These were all great shows.
Mhm.
So maybe they have like a solid animation house behind it, a solid
Right.
writing crew. So
Right.
this
I'm trying
might
not
this might be
to.
great.
I'm trying not to write anything off because of how how the train's been going with Marvel, especially with Ironheart, how it ended and stuff, and how I wasn't really like happy with the whole series. But I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna watch. But like animation for me, I'm a kid at heart, and I'm just like, let's do it, you know. So I think I have more hope for animation than the actual live action shows right now.
Yeah. I mean, unless you guys have anything to add, that's really all I got to say. You guys let us know how excited are you based off of the little clip that you saw for Eyes of Wakanda. I know they've been talking about this for a while. This was announced back in 2019 when the big hype of all the
Slate, the
Blade and all that stuff was coming, and
we're still waiting on Blade.
Don't hold your breath. Yeah, don't hold your breath. I'm still gonna check this out. I'm curious to see what happens, but I'm gonna wait till a little more is coming out. I'm not on the hype train yet. Maybe I'll watch this before next week and we'll talk a little more about it. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about Eyes of Wakanda.
Dropping? Do we know?
I don't have. I think it's August 6th. It's actually dropping
day after
August
my daughter's
6th.
birthday.
That's right, day after my birthday.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah. So I will be checking it. Maybe I'll watch it on my birthday. How about that? I will check it out.
Maybe we'll have a movie night.
Yeah, right. Maybe we'll watch it here. Who knows? Yeah, guys and girls, let me know how excited are you about Eyes of Wakanda. If you are at all, did you even watch the little clip that they released? Are you like me and like Migs, where you just kind of like, we'll see what happens? You got a lot of trust to rebuild with us. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens after Fantastic Four. You know what I mean? Drop a comment below. Let us know. All right, guys and girls, it's time to get into some movie reviews. All right. Over the week, I got to see a couple of films. I'm going to start with the film that I saw second. What's up, Jelly?
Nah, because one of them that I watched that you have for movie reviews, I'm
Yeah.
like, what the F did I just
And I think
watch?
that's the one we're going to talk about right now.
Like, I'm like, what has he got me watching?
I feel like this will be more up
Migs
Miggs's alley
yeah.
and up Al's alley than it will be yours.
I'm like, oh my Jesus.
So I had an opportunity to shout out to PVD Horror. These guys are always throwing cool events when it comes to horror. They get a lot of exclusive screenings, things that they get to put out before the movies. So you guys should go check out PVD Horror on Instagram and all their other social media because they're always dropping events. They got another cool event coming up on Superman Day. You guys are crazy for that, by the way. But they're doing a mashup between the 40th anniversary of the Toxic Avenger and the Return of the Living Dead on the same night, double feature. I know they're crazy for that, but I'm going to shout them out anyways because those are my boys. So they invited me to this early screening for this new movie. You know Eli Roth.
Yeah.
Eli Roth, we love Eli Roth.
Awesome.
Thanksgiving is one. What was that?
Thanksgiving was fun. Thanksgiving was a lot of fun, and I think you put me onto Thanksgiving. You're like, Migs, go out your way to watch this movie.
Yo, listen, man. If you're a fan of old school slasher, Thanksgiving is where you go. You got to go to that movie. Surprise ending. It's just so perfect. So he's got a production company now where he wants to give back to the indie directors, not the big studio stuff. He's looking for these obscure, talented individuals called the horror section. And I found out about them because I just saw the Instagram pop up and I was like, oh, the horror section. So by Eli Roth, I was like, I'll follow it. So I'm following it. And PVD Horror, they're always in the loop of things when it comes to horror. So they did a screening for their very first movie, which is called Jimmy and Stiggs, directed by Joe Begos, who I hear is from the area. He's from the Massachusetts area. I didn't get a chance to chop it up with him or talk to him, but I got a picture with him. He's a good guy. He seemed cool. And I go and I watch this movie. I go to screen it. You know me, I if it's worth it, I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah.
So I checked this movie out, Jimmy and Stiggs. Yeah. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about Jimmy and Stiggs today. So we're going to give you a full review about Jimmy and Stiggs. My out of theater reaction was my head was spinning, dude, but I couldn't take my eyes away. I couldn't. The story follows Jimmy here. I got to tell you the premise first before we get into it.
Break it down.
It's a random night. He's at home. He's planning a date with a young lady. And while he's home, engaging and getting ready, some extracurricular activity with substances and beverages.
Yeah.
Drug.
Some stuff happens. You feel like a little earthquake going on. Blink of an eye, flashing lights. It's very neon. The whole film looks like this. His apartment. He shoots the whole thing in his apartment. The whole movie. And during this weird thing, he blacks out. He wakes up. He believes he's been abducted or that he had an encounter with aliens. He calls his friend Stiggs, who he hasn't been friends with in a very long time. They have a very strange relationship, who is the only person who will understand what has happened to him because they've talked about this as young men. And things that they've heard and gone over has happened. And he's trying to convince his friend, this happened. And then shit hits the fan and it happens again.
Okay.
The whole time you're watching this film, ladies and gentlemen, you don't know, is this really happening? Or is Jimmy just high off his ass?
Yeah.
Right.
Unreliable narrator.
Man, oh man. Let's talk about this.
Was it fun?
Extremely fun.
That's all I need.
Let's talk about the style of this film. It opens. I might get a little spoily, ladies. I don't want to spoil things, but just the style of this movie deserves whatever it's getting. Like Eli Roth picking this to be his first makes sense. He opens the film in first person. So like a good 15, maybe 20 minutes of the film, maybe I could be exaggerating. You don't see Jimmy.
Yeah.
The opening of the film, the cold open.
Just his the
first abduction. It's all first person. You're seeing the hands, you're seeing the beverages, you're seeing the stuff
that he's doing. Yeah.
You're immersed. You're already in his world. You're already like, God damn, like Jimmy's going in, bro. You know what I mean? So you're preparing yourself to get for the ride, and then bam, you get the title of the movie after the first abduction. and then the movie just you start seeing it from his perspective.
It sounds very unique, and I'm definitely.
I'm
check
like,
this out.
I'm like,
you're selling the shit out of it.
I'm like, how am I not turning away from? Why am I not walking out of the theater right now?
Yeah.
It's like I feel cheated if I walk out or turn this off before it's over. Like I feel like I'm cheating myself. I feel like I have to see it through.
Yeah.
You're gonna watch this movie. You're gonna be like, I'm already in. I can't stop now. I didn't know, is this shit real? What's going on? Like,
tell me,
yeah,
please. You all right?
You're in this with Jimmy, and you're in it with Stiggs, and yeah, man. I just thought that this movie really, it really shows you the lengths and bounds of where creativity can go, even in a genre that is so saturated and so the same. Horror just really never changes. It's always the same thing. You're either getting a slasher, you're getting a sci-fi, or you're getting a supernatural. But this, I mean, he did everything in his apartment. There's only 2 people in this entire movie and a fucking fake alien.
Yeah,
a fake alien. That's not even real. Like, there's no like prop masters and you know what I mean. Like, and they did it during the pandemic, so it took 4 years to make it.
Wow.
Okay, so that makes sense when he was talking and saying, or probably it was posted about the 4 years, and I was like, what?
Yeah,
I was just really
years.
thrown off, and I was just like, what the hell is going on right now?
Man. You have to take your hat off for what it took to make this.
Oh yeah,
and then to see the finished product, you're like, I want to see this guy do something else.
Yeah, people following their passion.
I want to see what this guy can do with a $20 million budget. Yeah. I want to see, you know what I mean? The same way Eli Roth started, you know what I mean? Like you get the Hostels and stuff like that. Like I want to see what this guy can do when someone says,
open up their wallet.
Yeah. See, now Klep's description of this movie sounds way more entertaining than what I saw. Because I'm telling you, I was like, like, what?
It's
this man really got me watching this shit right now.
It's an acid trip. It is an acid trip.
I was like, do I need to be on drugs to watch this? Like, you know,
you might feel like you're on drugs.
No, but it helps.
Yeah, you might feel like you're on drugs when you're watching this shit.
So I think, like, just off of how Klep described, I think I would give it a try.
Yeah,
because I was watching, I was like, it's not my thing. It's not my thing. I would not watch it. But with
listen, I know how to set the mood for this. This is the movie you put on with your friends when you want to watch horror movie. Halloween season, when you used to go to the video store and pick that obscure cover off the wall. This is the movie that you're talking about with your friends for years to come because you all collectively took a chance on something weird. And you're like, remember that time we fucking watched that? That
was probably like when I watched. That was probably like when I watched, like with my group of cousins. I watched VHS. And we were freaked the f out. We was like, "Don't turn off the lights."
Exactly.
And then we would turn off the lights, and then one would go screaming, running off somewhere, and then they were like, "Can you come with me to the bathroom?"
Yeah. Because this is water cooler movie right here. This is like you watch it, you see how I'm telling you about it. It's you guys will not believe what I saw.
Yeah.
That's this, ladies.
I'm interested.
Jimmy
now.
and Stiggs. When is this coming?
How can we watch it, Klep?
Where?
Let us know.
Jimmy is August 15th. I'm sorry, August 15th. This will be hitting theaters. It's actually going to be in 2,000 theaters. Yeah,
nice.
Eli is not playing around. Like he's really giving these guys an actual shot,
right?
And he's giving it an audience. He's putting it
is
out
it going there. To the Millbury?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be like a short limit. Actually, yeah, because I watched it at Showcase.
Okay.
So I'm already going to be certain that Showcase is going to pick this up.
Okay.
And yeah. So yeah, you guys, trust me. I wish it was closer to the Halloween season.
Yeah,
but definitely, August 15th, this is going to be in theaters, and by the time Halloween hits, it'll be on VOD or streaming. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely, if you're a horror fan, this is for horror. Like, listen, I don't even think he wants you checking this movie out if you're an Oppenheimer kind of guy. You want to see this. If you if you're all about the hardcore, and the cool thing about this thing, right, is as gory as it gets, it looks like this,
right?
You don't actually see the blood because everything's neon.
Yeah,
but
interesting.
You gotta see the trailer.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, guys and girls. So that's Jimmy and Stiggs, ladies and gentlemen. My full review on what I thought about that. So over the week, I had to backtrack on a movie that was given to me a while ago, and I felt so bad. Shout out to my friend and colleague Inma, she hooks me up with the Lionsgate stuff. Lionsgate's always showing love and sending me things. There's a new Taron Egerton movie that's going to be coming out. I believe it's August 1st. Titled She Rides Shotgun. She Rides Shotgun is based on a novel. Who the guy's name? Give me a second. I gotta look this up because he deserves his props. Jordan something. She Rides Shotgun. Author. It is Jordan Harper. Shout out to Jordan Harper. The book I didn't know it was a book until I looked at the poster and I was like, let me check and see, because it just felt like it was a book. So I just went back and I looked in Jordan Harper's book. My only gripe about this movie is that I wish that it was a book series. I wish there were more. I want more story about a certain character in this movie.
Does everything that's in the book gets portrayed in the movie?
I don't know. I never read the book.
Yeah.
So if there's anybody out there that's actually read this book, I know you probably won't be able to see the movie until it drops, but I would love to know if anybody that has seen the movie can tell me how much of this book translates to the movie. Or
it's so difficult too when you take a novel and make it put it on the big screen, because I've had like a bad experience when I was reading A Walk to Remember. I read the book in school, and then we went to Blockbuster and I got the movie, and I was so stoked to watch it that when I watched it, I was immediately pissed off. So it ruined that.
Happens a lot.
Yeah. So I just even when House of the Dragon, I stopped reading the book because even though it's historical, I'm like, I just didn't want to know any information. I want to get I want the wow factor to be what I'm watching on the screen. I want to be excited. I don't want to have these expectations and then you don't even meet them. So I just stopped reading.
I'm a visual. I'm not really big on reading, so I've never actually read anything that was ever adapted to film outside of a comic book. And the only time I could ever speak to that is when I read Kick-Ass for the first time. So I read Kick-Ass way before I saw the movie. I actually read Kick-Ass because I knew there was a movie coming, and I was like, oh, well, I want to know what this comic book is about.
Right.
I'm visual.
Right.
When I see the emotion or I see the trauma, or then I'm more in tune with the character and things like that. If I read it, I'm just like, oh, that's interesting, but it don't hit the same.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I would feel about reading this versus watching it, because this movie broke me. I'm not
What kind of movie? What are we talking?
So
here?
Before I tell you guys what I thought about She Rides Shotgun, I'll tell you what it's about. So this gentleman, Taron Egerton. See, it's so spoily because I went in blind. I didn't even watch the trailer. The young lady here,
Right Shotgun, we know that. That's established.
Her name is Anna Sophia.
Yep, Anna Sophia.
She was in Life in Pieces.
Yep,
show in
Anna Sophia. Who, God bless her, she saw my reaction that we posted and liked it and thanked us. And I told her, amazing performance. This girl got chops, man. It starts off, she's waiting to be picked up from school. Her mom normally picks her up, and this particular day, her mother doesn't pick her up, and she's actually extremely late. Instead, her estranged dad, who's a convict for so many years, comes and picks her up instead. That's the setup. She knows her dad. Her question is why are you even here?
Right.
Are you supposed to be picking me up? This man did some things while he was in jail that now put everyone in danger. And that's all I'm going to tell you.
Okay. So you're just trying to protect this kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I wish I didn't have to tell you that.
Is it action-y? Is it more thriller-ish?
Thriller-y with a little bit of violence.
Yeah.
A lot of violence. But,
a lot of violence.
I wish I didn't have to tell you that, because the setup for me, because I went in blind.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm thinking, this guy's bad. He's going to kidnap the girl. And then I'm like, oh, shit. He's there to help her.
Yeah.
and then it's a ride from there.
Is it like high action type of situation?
It seems like it's gonna be ongoing.
It's
They'll
not
have its
high
ups and
action. It's a
downs.
good balance,
like a
of drama
pursuit type of thing.
Yeah, on the road, on the run.
Yeah.
Remember that Momoa Sweet Girl
Uh,
on Netflix? Sweet Girl with
No.
Isabel Marcade, or like Gloria, or like
Okay.
Professional,
Yeah.
kind of Save the Child, Logan,
Yeah,
Protect the
Oh,
Child.
yeah.
That vein. Great
Okay.
cast,
Yeah.
great, just a lot of emotion. Great father bond story, untraditional. Something you probably never seen. And this young lady really carries a lot of the heart. That ending,
Good things get ruined.
I promise you, never seen an ending like this.
Stuck with me.
Gee.
And when I say the ending, I'm not talking about the climax of the movie.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the final shot.
Okay.
Broke me,
Broke you.
man.
Damn.
Like,
Cup's kind of
Don't cry.
speechless,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I'm
I
waiting
just-
for the tears to come.
like,
I don't know if I can
I want to talk with the director
Yeah.
to be like, why?
You did this to me.
Like, why? Like, I just like, but you got to be very like, I feel, what do they say? They say emotionally and intellectual.
Yeah.
You got to be in tune. Like, you got to be in that moment to grasp that moment.
Mm.
Like, it's not like, oh, you just watch the movie and be like, well, I don't get it. Well, it's just stupid. No. You got to watch this movie and put yourself in that moment. And you might shed something.
Yeah.
You
I know, I sure will.
What is this water coming from my face?
You might I gotta go to the
I'm
bathroom
leaking.
real quick.
Allergies.
A little dusty in here. A little dusty. Yeah, nah, man.
You good? Yeah, man,
Yo,
I'm
listen. Bravo, man. This movie was worth the watch, man. I watched it twice, actually. I actually watched it twice. Yeah, it's a good flick. Substance.
Yeah.
You want some substance? I check it out. Taron Egerton, he's a great guy. He's my pick for Bond.
Loved him
by the
on
way.
Kingsman.
For who?
Bond. He's my Bond pick.
He's your
by
Bond
the way.
Oh,
guy?
I can go.
I can see it.
Yeah, but it is a little too close to
It
Kingsman.
is very close to Kingsman.
Too close to Kingsman. But it would either be him or
It's the suit. That's why. They
Aaron
don't even know.
Taylor.
You've said that.
Yeah, him or Aaron Taylor. But yeah, man, I thought that She Rides Shotgun is a solid movie. It comes out August 1st in theaters. And then I'm pretty sure it's gonna it might even be a day and date release. Lionsgate does it a lot with their smaller films. They'll put it in theater for a little bit, plus you can get it on VOD. But I just know that the release date is August 1st, so look for it August 1st. And I think people will enjoy it. It's a good watch. It's a good Sunday afternoon, kind of like I'm throwing
Okay.
on.
It's in the books.
Yeah.
Club wants me to cry.
Yo, no, definitely. I'm telling you right now that final shot is like.
Like if it doesn't get you,
Yes.
you might be dead.
I still want to know. I want to know why. Like,
You might be a
what?
robot.
Yeah, I think you'll probably.
Listen, I cried for smaller
No,
things.
because listen, that's Daddy's girl right there.
Yeah.
That's Daddy's girl right there.
Oh my God, does she
Yeah.
shoot him? Like,
No, I'm not giving away anything.
ah.
I'm not giving away anything, but I'm telling you right now, I almost want to send. I'm gonna send you the link.
Yeah,
Oh,
send it to me,
Jesus.
please. Send it to
And
me.
I want you.
Doesn't make have a premature baby.
I want you to
Me and
watch
Soul
it.
gonna be
I want you to
crying.
watch it and hold it in
I'm
until
crying
next week.
already.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna send you my email again, and I
Yeah,
need you
yeah.
to send it to me because I will. I'm off tomorrow. I will sit tonight and watch it. I need to
Yeah.
really get me a box of popcorn.
Sometimes it feels good to let it out. You gotta let it
Yeah,
out. You
listen,
gotta
they
let it
told me
out.
never hold in your tears, cry.
Let it
After
out. That
you
shit
feel
feel
better.
good.
I always will feel
Plus,
better.
it's like it's been a while.
That's
This is great.
That shit
Right.
feels good.
Right.
That's like eating cake with milk.
Feel refreshed right now.
You go right to bed right after. I'm telling you right now.
That's
Cake
sleep of
and
your
milk.
life.
Yep.
You know
go
what?
right to
I got
bed.
cake at the house too. I think
See
I
that?
might have
Look
to.
at that.
So
She's
listen, send it to
planning
me.
a
I'm gonna
night.
have
I got
cake
you. I'm gonna send that to you
milk,
before we leave.
and
here.
popcorn.
I got chocolate milk.
Damn, she said
Hey.
cake, milk, and popcorn.
Yeah,
What
and
is
I got
going on?
actually I got ube ice cream. So.
ube,
Mama's munchies.
ooyay.
Get your order.
Listen,
in.
ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have today for the Screening Room podcast. We made it through another successful episode with sound in the beginning. Shout out to Al for that idea.
Woo!
That we did. We want to thank all of you guys for joining us this time, and we will see you again next week. Make sure you guys are following us. Al, throw up those follow back links, please, when you get a moment. Yeah, I thought it was a successful show. I think we did.
Yeah, this was
Another
awesome.
great week.
Another great
Yep.
week. But the next time you hear from us, Superman will be out.
Oh.
But you're not just gonna hear from me. You're gonna be hearing from the world. But you're gonna hear from me earlier. But next week, the whole world's gonna be saying whether it's shit or whether it's good. I'm curious to see what the world has to say about it more than what I have to say about it. But I mean, by next week, we're gonna all be talking about
I got my tickets for next Monday.
So the Monday after the
it's
show.
Next time we meet, I still wouldn't have seen it.
We might have to get you seeing that.
Well,
Wait,
it's because
hold
like
on,
I had to push it off because I was gonna go on Sunday, but we do this Sunday, so it's like
why can't you go before that?
They do the early screening what?
Nah, I already got my tickets.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Hold on.
It's all good.
Now
It's all
I'm
good.
thinking about it because I'm like my Sundays and Mondays. Besides the podcast, I'm available, so I gotta look at some dates and see what will work for me because I want to go in and see it.
Yeah, we gotta. Somebody's. I don't want to be the only one that's seen it, man.
That Monday, bro.
Whatever. WB, send it to Mix, man.
Send it to Mix, bro.
Can you send it to me too?
Alflick, send it to Mix. Send it to Mix. Who knows? Maybe no one will like it and it'll hit Alflick's within 24 hours.
I don't think that's gonna be a thing. I think that movie's gonna like open up to such big numbers. Honestly, probably the biggest of the year.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, listen, that's all we got to say right now, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you follow us at wearecritics.com. Go check out the website. Follow us on CritiXtv on YouTube. You can rewatch this show if you missed any of it and want to know what we're talking about. And follow us on Instagram at We Are Critics or on Twitter, X, X, at We Are Critics as well. Facebook Critics or Team Critics. And you can follow me at ClepCX. Where can they find you, Migs?
Here next week.
Here. Jelly, where can they find you?
Yeah, I can find me at Miss Jelly CX on Instagram and the same on Facebook.
And Al Mega, they can find you where?
Comic Crusaders, baby, take over the interweb.
But Al, what about the music that's coming out? We have this dope track on our standby in the beginning. If you guys heard that was produced by the one and only Al Mega. He's doing production, for people now. Where can they find the music, man?
Man, go visit the Facebook page at Big Wepa Music.
Big Wepa. That sounds like an adult site.
Yep, and don't stop at all.
We'll talk.
Right,
Once again, we want to thank you guys for tuning into the Screening Room podcast. And until next time, we'll talk to you all soon. Peace. Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, no, that was a really good one. The format is getting solid.